Oh, have we been on this whole time? I just now realized my audio has been recording this whole time. I'm hoping y'all can hear me. I'm gonna turn on my alerts and everything, so we'll be all good. Those of you hopping in right now, again, assuming you can hear me. I don't know if you can. I'm hoping for the best. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Things will be good. We're gonna hop into drawing here in just a moment. Let me just get these things set up just a little bit further here. This is the first time trying to do to YouTube and uh Twitch at the same time. So this will be exciting. I guess I can test. Am I gonna get a crazy echo? I guess I can test. Oh yeah, you can. Am I gonna get a crazy echo? Awesome. Let's just hop on in. Hoping that's the right one. Yes, we can see me. Hi! We're excited to be here. Today we're gonna be doing some drawing. Again, this is our first time kind of streaming live to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So very, very cool. If you're coming in from the Discord or one of the many Discords that I'm a part of, super glad that you're here. You can always join our Discord. I believe the link has just been sent to the Twitch. And pop that over to the YouTube as well. Hoping we're gonna have a fun time today. I had an idea that suddenly struck me, and I'd been thinking about streaming regardless, and I was like, I want to draw something. Should I record it? Should I do whatever? But I thought, you know what? I'll do both. I'll record it and I'll do the video at the same time. Doubling. So we're gonna go ahead and draw today. Let me pull up. I have a reference here. Let me make sure I got my reference in. Awesome. Let's do this. There. That way you can see what I'm visioning. So we have a trevenant here as normal. My thought was I want to do a pardon my organization stuff. What's going on, Karma's Escorts? Yo. Let's pop into this. We're gonna do a trevenant. So we're doing a regional trevenant today. I was actually watching Gravity Falls the other day. My book of build just came in that I've been kind of waiting for, super excited for, and it came in the other day. And I was like, well, while I'm waiting on it to get delivered, let's watch some Gravity Falls. Let's refresh on it. And I noticed that they had those birch trees, like the eyes in the background, very, very on brand for the Gravity Falls. But I thought that'd be a cool Pokemon. That'd be a cool Fakemon to draw, something that utilizes the eyes in that way. So I sat down, I thought about it, and I was deciding to kind of draw that today. So I'm gonna just hop on in. Please, in the comments, let me know in the chat if there's any issues or anything going on that I need to be aware of. I've got both chats open here, one for Twitch, one for. We'll be able to see those. If you're wanting to see your chat pop up, then you can find us on the actual. Oh hey, thanks, Will. You can find us on Twitch. So on Twitch, those chats should pop up on the stream. But you can watch on YouTube as well. Super girl here. Thank you so much for the subscribe, Quill. So glad that you're here. So glad that I'm here. I know it's been a while since I've been around, but I decided, yeah, kill two birds with one stone. I want to draw something. I want to stream. I want to do a video. That's three birds with stone still. So we're gonna hop into it. So I want to start with this by the opacity that I'm used to. I want to do this tall. Regional forms, we always got to go tall. I hate birds, kill them all. Don't tell Vanna. Oh no. Yeah, don't tell Vanna. I think I also was like, I did my Shadow the Erdtree video, which is gonna come out in a little bit, and it made me the design that I did has some influence on what we're doing here. So that I think was a part of it. The True Techie. Missy Stern, hope you've been doing well. Oh my god, the True Techie. So glad to see you. How has Minecraft been? I know I vanished from the face of the earth on the server that we were on all those years back, but I am so glad to see you. I actually have been missing talking to a lot of the people in the server. I haven't been I've been worried to get back into that Minecraft server just because it really like took over a large portion of my life, more than I was willing to give to it. But that's kind of why I left. But I'm so glad that you're here. It's been so long. I'm honestly not too sure. I also joined you in Vanishing HM. Probably for the best. Hi! Sylph Seraphim, thank you for the follow. So glad that you're here. Wow, I didn't expect to get any like follows or anything today. This is my first time back in a while, so thank you so much for reinvigorating my belief in people, I should say. And no, I agree. It can get addicting. Oh yeah, it took up huge portions of my day to the point that like while I was in some like classes, I would be drawing out plans for the city, and I realized like, wow, this is really becoming a larger part of my life than I anticipated or wanted. Came from YouTube. What's going on, Sylph Seraphim? So glad to see you. Hey, Oni Boy, I see you on YouTube as well. Got a lot of people kind of hopping in and out. Super pumped about it. This is a ton of fun. Yeah, thanks for coming over from YouTube. Of course, we want to see everyone on both channels, but the Twitch allows me a little bit more ability to see like who's watching and who's interacting. So, yeah, thank you. Split back here. Give us perspective and some. I'm drawing a regional trevenant based on birch tree. There's this tree that I am aware of. I think I talked about it in one of my that it's like clones of itself. So it's a million different trees. It's the world's largest living organism. I probably shouldn't. I know they're cool. I will get to the eyes later. But it's the world's biggest living organism, and I thought that's a really cool concept. Let's make that happen. I was on YouTube scrolling and saw your Gemini video, and as a Gemini, I loved it. Instant follow, lol. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I didn't drop an astrology video this week, and I meant to. I was out of town, and I thought I could do one of two things. I could super stress myself out trying to be out of town as well as drop a video, or I can give myself a break. And I decided to give myself a break. But I will, as a little spoiler for those of you who are here, the next one's going to be Virgo, which seems weird that it's like, oh, they're doing that as a fakemon. But I was on a 6-hour car drive, just kind of thinking about the videos and the Pokemon stuff, and that inspiration just like really hit me, and I just thought I cannot wait to get home and draw this out. But that'll be for a later video. I may live stream that one. I want to get more into live streaming these. This is a rare daytime. Really, I'm very much on. And one of the things that I wanted to give that more creepy vibe is I want to stagger these. I don't do a lot of asymmetrical signs, and I want to get into it a little bit more. This arm down, and I'm going to put the other one way up here. Add that creep. Very, very spooky. Getting along. I also want to get back into playing some games. So if you're here and you're like, oh man, I super love Stern's channel and his drawing, but I want a little bit more. Don't worry, that is coming. And not just Pokemon games. I have a lot of games on my list Those of you who know me well enough, like Quill, who's on the Discord server, will know that I am a huge fan of. I take that back. I am not a huge fan. I hate horror games more than anything, but I've got a big catalog of them that's been growing for a while, so that's going to have to happen. Those. I want to make sure that we know that this is a tall Pokemon. I don't want it to be one of those things where it's like, oh, it's a little taller than the previous. I want it to be like well known that this is a taller Pokemon. Photoshop is great right now. Oh, we are all over the day. The lag on photo. I don't know why it tends to do. Please like the stream. Thank you, Dan. Always love having. So the cool thing about Trevenant is it has this eye already, and I want to. I don't know what I want to do with that. I always do this where I get this far in and then realize, man, I really have no idea what I'm trying to do. I do want this to feel like a more. Hey, looks really good so far. Sorry I'm not to stay too long though. You're doing. Thank you so much, Not Played. That name really threw me for a loop. I did not know where the name began and ended, and where was it was like a status from you. This is really my first time really streaming to YouTube, so pardon me for things that are very common knowledge. That was kind of a mistake that I didn't know what I wanted to do with this, and I was just drawing random shapes. But I do kind of like the idea of these. I guess Trevenant, if I go a little different and make them, that does a little something. That feels, I actually, there were a couple things in here I wasn't sure what I was going to think about them. I feel like they're working. Hey boy, great drawing so far. Thank you so much. Again, this was, I always do this thing where I'll be like, exactly what I want to do, and I'll have like 60% of the idea, and then I get into actually drawing it, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Doesn't help that Photoshop is acting the way that it is right now. By the way, when I first joined the stream, I thought you were making it into a palm tree. Oh, no, no, no. We'll get there. So, this is potentially for my Pokemon region, which is based on the West Coast. On the West Coast, we have a lot of things. We have a lot of different trees. Cooperate, Photoshop? Or do I have to keep vamping? We have a lot of different trees. We have palm trees. We have birch. We have all these different trees. And one of the things that I want to do, and I keep returning to it and then running away from it in fear because again, will start drawing when I have like 60% of an idea. But one of the things that I want to do is a regional Sudowoodo as a redwood. So again, another very tall tree. But I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I want to build that, how I want to do that. I've tried it oh so many times, and every single time it feels like it's not just. We also have another one is actually Loxton did one very similar to this idea. Not this idea, but he did one very similar to the other idea that I have, which is we have a lot of trees that aren't real trees. They're electrical poles designed to look like trees, and I think he did a Sudowoodo that was based on. We need a redwood, and that could work so well. Oh, I agree. I living in the West Coast, we have a lot of opportunities for. Come on. And yeah, I think that a redwood would be. We don't have one yet because we actually haven't had a region based on this area. But I think I think it would, especially to make a pseudo wudo that. I also had another pseudo wudo is just a breeding ground for really fun ideas. Is a breeding ground for really fun ideas. And I think that that's fantastic, but there are some like drawbacks to that as well. So, for example, I thought wouldn't it be fun to make a pseudo wudo that is an actual grass type and call it True Wudo? I switched to Clip Studio not too long ago. It's pretty good. Ooh, the towers. Yeah, the weird kind of tree. Okay, out of that weird little bad reception on. Dropping in to say hi, Trevenant looks great. Thank you, Lava Tyrant. Super pumped that you're here. Big fan of yours, by the way. So awesome to see you. That's super cool. Ooh, as a red tree, maybe make it like an evolution that alongside a regional. The first one is to the base, but the yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Are you talking about? I'm assuming you're talking about for like the pseudo wudo redwood idea. That'd be fun. Maybe on stream will be the time to do that. Maybe this will be the tree. Multiple eyes. So this one is going to be a trevenant. For those of you just joining us, this is a trevenant based on based on the those trees that have the eyes, those birch trees. And so I'm adding the eyes just to give you reference for what's going on here. Ooh, actually, you know, it'd be cool. Trevenant has these like grooves of dark pattern. What if I expand? And took my eyes. They took my eyes, Ash. This, yeah. What if we do make it a little same typing? I don't know. So that's the thing is, it's like this is pretty spooky. So part of me is like, oh, it's got to be ghost because you know spooky. But if I make it ghost, I have to change the other typing, which is grass. So it is still a tree. I don't know. Throw me some ideas. What typing should this be? Should it just be the same typing? That feels kind of boring, but it's almost like that's the only option that we have here. Ghost dark. That's true. Ghost dark. Abandon the grass type. Cool thing about this is it's also going to be pale because these trees are like. I mean, thanks to someone who has been a follower of your art on Instagram. That's great to hear. That's awesome. I didn't know that you followed me on Instagram. I actually so I learned about Lava Tyrant stuff. For those of you who don't know, Lava Tyrant is amazing. Great, just um they did a mutant menagerie that I was like, I think this is it. This is me. I can finally be a part of the community, and I hopped in. Really, I don't know if you know this, Lava Tyrant, but you're one of the big reasons that I kind of started coming back in was because I was someone. I think I did a collab. I did my first collab, and I was like, oh, we'll see how it works out. And they brought up, oh, are you going to be in Lava Tyrant's mutant menagerie? And I was, oh, I didn't know about it. And it was Pewter City Jim, the YouTuber Pewter City Jim. And I said, oh, I didn't know about that. That'd be a lot of fun to be a part of. Can you send me the info? So I'm part of the Mutant Menagerie and got to be a part of what Lava Tyrant's doing with that. All because of Pewter City Jim, who is also a Pokemon artist. If you don't follow them on YouTube, go do so and find a way to let them know that the Sterninator sent you. Do a lot of play. Very, very think that looks good. I'm happy with that. I could do a lot more. A scorched tree for fire ghost? I do have a huge burnt down forest in my region map, which should be coming out hopefully soon. Psychic dark could be interesting. Dark could be. What if? What if it is a burnt out tree? That's a good idea. It is a eye, rather than just eyes, are these like wispies. Sans. Hey, Jim's really the best. Oh, absolutely. Don't have to convince me of that. Oh, I forgot their name, but have you seen the one who makes Fakemon by walking around and seeing some stuff and making Pokemon off that? You and them had gotten me make my. I have not. That'd be a ton of fun. I actually, I'm working on a thing right now. I'm trying to figure out my next series now that the Elden Ring stuff is kind of coming to a close. Last video is dropping in an hour and a half. Uh, but I was like, what can I do? And I actually thought about. I was doing Gravity. I was watching Gravity Falls, like I said, because it's just an amazing show, and because I got the Book of Bill. And that love Ron. And I saw the screenshot that had these trees in it, and it had Bill, and I thought, oh, I would love to do a Bill Cipher inspired Pokemon. And I thought, what if I did that? What if I just got like a picture from a show that I like, one scene? I'm vamping while my photo decides it wants to crash or not. Um, and what if I got one scene, not going around, not because that would involve me. But what if I got one scene and drew something based off of that? I think that scene had like Cipher, it had these trees and it had Gideon in it, as well as it was a scene with like they pull the teeth out of the deer. Bill's. And I thought that could be really interesting. Twitch stream is buffering a lot. Well, why don't I close every window that I'm not? Because I can feel that on my end too. That the Photoshop is just kind of O's and Green. Oh, Oni boy, if you don't know True Green, you gotta get on True Green. They're a great YouTube creator and they're a great Fakemon human being. They make great Fakemon videos and Pokemon videos. They do a lot of collaboration with artists. Gotta close some things here. We may be frozen. Like I said, first time doing this, so give me one sec while I figure out what's up. Also had no idea that I had a Kofi stream bot. Figure out what's. I don't know if you can still see me or hear me. I'm hoping.